The Sick Philosopher. In a quiet room, an elderly Stoic philosopher lay on his bed, weakened by illness. His once strong frame was now frail, and his breathing was labored. Friends and students gathered around him, their faces etched with concern. One of his students, unable to hide his sorrow, spoke up. "Master, it pains us to see you suffering. How can you endure this with such calm?" The philosopher, his voice soft but steady, smiled faintly. "My friends," he began, "sickness is the body's condition, not the mind's. The body may falter, but the mind remains free. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Even now, I can choose to focus on virtue and peace." Another student asked, "But how can you remain virtuous in such a state?" The philosopher replied, "Virtue is not about grand actions, but the small choices we make, even in the face of adversity. I can choose patience over despair, gratitude over resentment, and acceptance over fear. My illness teaches me humility and reminds me of life's impermanence. These are lessons, not burdens." The room fell silent as his words settled over those present. The students realized that their teacher's wisdom was not diminished by his condition. Instead, it shone even brighter. As the night wore on, the philosopher's breathing grew weaker. Yet, he remained composed, his mind clear and focused. "Remember this," he said, "the body is but a vessel. It may weaken and break, but the spirit, guided by reason and virtue, remains unshaken. Do not fear what is beyond your control. Embrace it with dignity." With those final words, the philosopher closed his eyes, a serene expression on his face. His students, though grieving, felt a sense of peace. They understood that their teacher's greatest lesson was not in what he had written or spoken, but in how he lived, and how he faced the inevitable with courage and grace. Lesson. This story reminds us that external conditions, whether sickness, loss, or hardship, do not define our inner state. True peace comes from within, through the choices we make and how we respond to life's challenges. Virtue, patience, and acceptance are paths to serenity, even in the face of adversity. Thank you so much for watching. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to join our amazing community. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.